Hello, dear students. Welcome to the class today. So, children, as you know, we are carrying on with the revision work, and the revision work for 3.4 is going on. Okay. So, chapter 1 we have already revised, and now we are beginning with chapter 2. Children, development chapter had a different perspective altogether, and now what we are discussing is we are discussing about the sectors of Indian economy. Children, sectors of Indian economy, Indian economic system is dependent on three sectors, and I think you all are very well aware of these three sectors. Got it? So the three sectors that we have to talk about, the three sectors that we have to discuss about, you all are knowing it very well. Please prepare it for 1 mark. 1 mark ke liye, what you are preparing is the 1 markers. In this, lot of questions are asked. Believe me, children, aisa ho nahi sakta that there is no question from this chapter. Got it? Primary, secondary, and tertiary. Got it? So these three sectors that are there, in these three sectors, the major thing that you need to keep it in mind is that first is the explanation. The explanation of primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors. Okay. First explanation, you are talking about these, where you know it very well that the natural products that we are getting is from the primary sector. So for 1 mark, many a times it happens that name of some goods are given there. Got it? Suppose dairy, fishing, and forestry belongs to dash sector. Okay? जैसे क्वेश्चन क्या आएगा? Dairy, fishing, forestry belong to dash sector. अब आप इसमें बताओ क्या दोगे? Yes, it is primary. जहां पे directly you are getting the material, directly you are getting the product. Okay? From the nature. When you are directly getting the product from the nature, that belongs to the primary sector. Got it, children? So 1 mark ke liye, this is, believe me, frequently asked question. Got it? Next question. Next is for secondary sector. In the same way, what is some things that are there which is directly coming from the agricultural sector but needs some refinement is taken to the industry. Okay, so when we are talking, अगर यहाँ पे cotton है, तो that is from agriculture. Okay, लेकिन now if we are saying that we are talking about industrial sector, अभी इसमें क्या है? You can also mention, we can mention sugarcane. Sugarcane is primary. But when we are talking about sugar, it is secondary. Sugar comes in secondary sector. आप directly sugarcane लाके you are not using it in your houses, right? You are using the sugar. Got it? So sugar, good, this is there. Secondary sector is also called as industrial sector. Got it? Now, secondary, primary, secondary, tertiary. Now, tertiary sector, this is the third category of activity growing up on a very fast pace. Okay, they do not produce goods, जैसे goods that are produced in the primary or secondary sector. So transportation by truck or train, and then it is sold in the retail shop. So at times storing is needed. So what we understand is communication, banking. Here what we are mentioning is transport, okay? Transport, storage, communication belong to, yes, tertiary sector. Got it? You have to mention about it in detail, my dear students. Okay? Just check it out. And tertiary sector, जैसे primary, secondary sector is also called as industrial sector, right? So when the secondary sector falls in the industrial sector, it is also called as the industrial area, जहाँ पे industries में काम हो रहा है. Tertiary sector is also called as, don't get confused if it is asked that which areas or which departments are included in the industrial sector. So here industrial sector है तो secondary का example देंगे, tertiary sector है, so it is also called as service sector. So do prepare it for 1 mark. कहीं पे भी अगर confusion हो गई and you are unable to give the right name of the sector, your marks are gone, which you will definitely not like to lose it. Okay. Example of the economic sectors is very important, where you are utilizing or you are using these examples for answering the different sectors and the groups they belong to. ये तो हो गया. इसके बाद 5 marks के लिए 1 question that you are preparing, dear students, 5 marks, and it is there in 2016, 2018. Means alternative years में आया है तो I am expecting it in 2020. तो खैर last year हो गया, 2020 is over. लेकिन last year नहीं आया है, so I am expecting it this year, that all the 3 sectors have large number of people working in them. And how do the goods and services, how do we count? How do we count goods, the various goods and services okay, and know the total production in each sector, and know the total production in each sector. Now what are you explaining here? हर एक सेक्टर में कितना प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है. देखो, it is economics, so datas are needed. यहाँ पे what you are giving the example, the most important is that you are taking the example of values of goods and services. All the goods that are involved in making or manufacturing any product, जैसे 10,000 kgs of wheat is sold at rupees 8 per kg. Value of wheat is there. Value of coconut, value of will be rupees 50,000. So value of goods and services in the 3 sectors are calculated and then it is added up. अलग अलग नहीं काउंट करेंगे. The final product that is there, उसमें the value of all the goods that are involved is counted. आपको इसमें बताना है कि a farmer who is selling biscuit company का example you have to give here, the example of biscuit company. जो बिस्किट आप खा रहे हैं, okay, the 5 rupees packet, 10 rupees packet, ठीक है, the biscuit that you are getting. So do you think it's that easy? I mean, is it only the cost of the thing, material that you are eating? No. Sugar, मैदा, oven जिसमें कि वो बिस्किट बन रहा है, the manufacturing cost, the people who are involved, उनकी सैलरी, सारी चीजें कैलकुलेट करके पर बिस्किट कितना कॉस्ट आ रहा है एंड पर पैकेट कितना कॉस्ट आ रहा है, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट वी डू नॉट कैलकुलेट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द व्हीट and the transportation and the communication and the sugar and syrup and जितना भी लगा है सारा नहीं कैलकुलेट करके we are calculating. आपको जो चीज एक्सप्लेन करनी है, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग द बुलेट पॉइंट्स. कैलकुलेटिंग द फाइनल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. पहला तो आपका ये कैलकुलेशन हो गया. दूसरा क्या है? It is including the biscuit cost is including the value of all the intermediate goods that is used in making the final good. Value of all the intermediate goods are added in the cost of final good. ठीक है? The manufactured good. Okay? तो फ्लोर एंड व्हीट एवरीथिंग अलग अलग जो हम काउंट कर रहे हैं वो नहीं करके final goods and services that we are calculating, it is the total production of the sector. जिस सेक्टर की भी हम बात कर रहे हैं, total production of the sector for that year and all the 3 sectors को मिला के what we get is, जो यहां पे आपको मेंशन करना जरूरी है 5 मार्क्स के लिए 1 पॉइंट दैट, एक तो बिस्किट कंपनी का आपने इसमें दिया, उसमें आप प्लीज ऐड कीजिएगा wheat and sugar and every cost that is there, you need to mention about it. लेकिन यहां पे one explanation that you need to mention is GDP. Okay? Value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year, in each sector during a particular year, okay, is giving the GDP. Okay, and total production of that sector for that year, in each year produced in each sector during a particular year is giving us the calculation for GDP, gross domestic product. Now GDP is showing how big GDP के through we are calculating the economy of any country. किसी भी कंट्री की इकोनॉमी अगर हमको कैलकुलेट करनी है, we do not need to go into the complete calculating the production in each sector separately, and नहीं, सबको मिला के जितना प्रोडक्शन हुआ है उसको जब हम कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं, then we are getting the GDP. Calculation of the manufacturing in each sectors for the year is giving us the GDP, and that is where the prices are estimated. हर एक चीज के दाम जो है हमको पता चल जाता है, different material that are involved in the production of anything. ओके, ये आप 5 मार्क्स के लिए आपको ये देना है. नाउ समटाइम्स द क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड अबाउट द, ऐसे तो बहुत नहीं पूछा गया है, majorly that is asked is about this comparison of the 3 sectors, how the calculations are done in all the 3 sectors. ये ज्यादा जरूरी है, which you are mentioning where you are talking about the comparison. Now what happens is कि have there been any changes? So you are talking about the historical change in sector, different sectors. तो थोड़ा सा इसमें को अगर आपको प्रिपेयर करना भी है तो यू कैन प्रिपेयर इट फॉर 3 मार्क्स. 5 मार्क्स के लिए यू डू नॉट हैव मच पॉइंट्स इन दिस. सो आपको ये इसमें बताना है द शिफ्टिंग ऑफ इंपॉर्टेंस फ्रॉम टर्शियरी टू सेकेंडरी टू प्राइमरी. प्राइमरी से हाउ द इंपॉर्टेंस हैव शिफ्टेड टू सेकेंडरी and from secondary it has shifted to tertiary. Got it? तो ये जो शिफ्ट हुआ है, इस शिफ्ट को आपको एक्सप्लेन करना है. You have to give the explanation for this shift of production that is happening. किस तरह से economic system has seen a change. Now 100 years में what all things have happened. प्राइमरी से प्राइमरी हैज गॉन लो एंड टर्शरी हैज गॉन अप. बहुत अच्छी चीज नहीं है, बट देन दैट इज द रियलिटी. यू कैन एक्सप्लेन इट इन दिस 3 मार्क्स. नाउ जब आप कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं इकोनॉमिक्स में, यू आर डूइंग अ कंपैरिजन, कैन योर आंसर बी कंप्लीट विदाउट अ डेटा? सो यू हैव टू डू द कंपैरिजन of primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay, when you are comparing these 3 sectors, तो आपको इसमें एग्जाम्पल देना है. एग्जाम्पल क्या देना है? What example are you giving? Of course, the total graphical presentation that is given in your book, 1973-74 is compared to 2013-14. तो ये आपको प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा. You are comparing 1973-74, ये यहां डेटा देना है, एंड 2013-14 ये यहाँ पे द इकोनॉमी हैज इंक्रीज. बड़ा सिंपल है ये. यू नो, दिस इज वेरी सिंपल. आप इसको आराम से बना के प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो. देयर इज नथिंग सो वेरी टेक्निकल इन दिस कि मैम कैसे होगा. नो, ये देखो मैंने आपके सामने ही बनाया है. एक जगह आप डेटा दे दो 73-74 का, एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड साइड यू आर गिविंग द डेटा ऑफ 2013-14. सो 1973-74 compare, and इसको you are using 3 different colors. Yes, I have already told you that you have to take the colors with you. So show it as primary. फिर इसमें आप दिखा दो secondary, and then उस समय I mean 73-74 में tertiary का उतना importance नहीं था. So tertiary का आप दिखा दो, और उसके बाद अब देख लो, look at the quality of the tertiary now. सो आई टोल्ड यू, मैंने आपको बस ये सिर्फ इसलिए बताया कि आप मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यू राइट द आंसर्स, बट यू डू नॉट मेंशन द डेटा. नहीं मेंशन करोगे, यू लूज ऑन योर मार्क्स. You have to understand that you are answering this question for a 5 mark. Dear students, please do not take this 5 marks lightly. बहुत नंबर होता है, 5 नंबर. Okay, so just see that how you can grab the complete 5 marks. Another thing, believe me children, very frequently asked, it was asked in 2 years, 2017 and 2019. Kya? What is the question? Yes, I have given this question to you in the pre-boards also, in the half yearlies. You got this question in half yearlies. That is rising importance of tertiary sector in production. I told you कि primary is going low. Primary का importance कम हो रहा है, tertiary is increasing. कहीं पे it is good, लेकिन कहीं पे somewhere it is a loss also to the country. Got it? So rising importance of tertiary sector in production. What are the points that you are mentioning here? एक तो आप वो डेटा बना सकते हो. You can make that. अभी जो पीछे मैंने बनाया था, the one that I had made while comparing. So you can make that. And largest sector in India, it is replacing the primary. Now you have to give point wise that why tertiary sector is becoming important. आपको ये points देने पड़ेंगे. So first reason is that the services has increased. So first point is increase in basic services. Basic services. अब बेसिक सर्विसेज में क्या है? हॉस्पिटल्स, कॉर्पोरेशंस, डिफेंस, ट्रांसपोर्ट, बैंक, इंश्योरेंस, दीज हैव इंक्रीज. 73, 74 में तो कुछ भी नहीं था ये, बट 2013-14 में सब कुछ है ये. या आई एम यूजिंग दीज टर्मिनोलॉजीज बिकॉज इट इज लाइक दैट ओनली. द इंपॉर्टेंस हैज इंक्रीज इन दिस मैनर ओनली. Are you getting my point? So, dear students, you have to mention about the increasing importance of the basic services. Second, basic services में you have to give the example. क्या क्या है? अभी ये सब बेसिक हो गया है. ट्रांसपोर्ट, बैंक, got it? Post and telegraph, educational institutions. डेवलपमेंट चैप्टर में हमने कितना पढ़ा कि कितना नाउ वी आर स्ट्रेसिंग ऑन लिटरेसी रेट, एजुकेशन रेट एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. इसके ऊपर हमारा कितना ज्यादा इम्पेटस रहता है, कितना ज्यादा हम इसके ऊपर मतलब इंपॉर्टेंस इतना डालने की कोशिश करते हैं. Got it? So basic services are increasing. Transport, bank, educational institutions. Second, आपको point wise देना पड़ेगा and these points are jolly well given in the book and 5 marks के लिए please prepare it. Tertiary sector का importance क्यों बढ़ रहा है? Development of agriculture and industry. ठीक है? Development of agriculture and industry. Got it? This has led to the development of services. Led to the development of services. Service sector means tertiary sector is also called as service sector. Got it? So transport, trade, storage, all these ये आप इसको ये भी कह सकते हो indirectly that if the primary and secondary sectors are improving, it has given impetus and it has given importance to the tertiary sector. Got it? तो आप ये चीज इसी तरह बताओगे. थर्ड में इनकम लेवल्स हैव रिजन. इनकम लेवल्स जब बढ़ जाता है तो टर्शरी सेक्टर की सर्विसेज भी बढ़ जाती है. दे स्टार्ट डिमांडिंग मोर सर्विसेज. क्या? जैसे टूरिज्म, शॉपिंग, प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स, प्राइवेट स्कूल्स, प्रोफेशनल ट्रेनिंग, न्यू जॉब्स आर कमिंग अप डे बाय डे. सो यू हैव टू मेंशन कि as income level rises, certain sections of people start demanding certain sections of people start demanding many more services, जो कि मतलब कि ऑफ कोर्स प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी से अटैच्ड है, many more services. Got it? तो आप देख लो कि टर्शरी का क्यों इंपॉर्टेंस बढ़ रहा है. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इज कि न्यू सर्विसेज लाइक दोज बेस्ड ऑन इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी हैव बिकम इंपॉर्टेंट एंड असेंशियल. आज के टाइम में आई डोंट नीड टू एक्सप्लेन इट. You and me are interacting through information technology. It is the IT sector that has gone to a very high level. This high level of IT sector has given an impetus to the tertiary sector also. Okay, so new services like fourth and most important, सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट आज के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में तो इसको जरूर आपको मेंशन करना है, दैट फोर्थ इज द न्यू सर्विसेज. In past decades, it is based on new services based on information and technology. ठीक है, जॉब्स हैव कम अप, अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैव कम अप, एंड इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर जो हमारा एक आइडिया बेस था, द न्यू वे ऑफ कमिंग अप इन द job sectors, this is giving us more and more importance towards the tertiary sector. Got it? Please try to understand this thing. Next, we are discussing it in the next video. Okay, यहाँ पे data कुछ दिखाना था. I just wanted to show you some data. Let me show it to you. Okay, come on, let's see.
Students, we have to understand about the share of sectors in employment. The GDP, the share of GDP in the employment sector. Here the graph that is given, my major concern was that you should know about these graph. Okay, how the primary, secondary and tertiary, these three have been mentioned with different colors. So when you are talking about GDP, you have to talk about the primary sector, secondary and the tertiary sector. This GDP calculation that is happening in this, we are comparing 2 years, 1972-73 and 2011-12. Primary sector is the largest employer even now, though we are getting maximum output from the tertiary sector. But then the economic system is working on the way primary sector is functioning. Okay, एम्प्लॉयमेंट ज़्यादा हमको वहाँ नज़र आता है, लेकिन एक्चुअली एम्प्लॉयमेंट ज़्यादा है नहीं. Okay, this is what was the topic that I wanted to talk about, dear students, where we are talking about the concept of employment, underemployment and unemployment. Unemployment, we clearly understand that the person is not doing any work, is unemployed. But then what is underemployed? Underemployed means the person is involved in some or the other work and has always got this feeling that he is doing some work, though in reality he is not doing any work. Okay, that is underemployment. So underemployment, disguised unemployment, all these things, please, and graphical presentations are important. just see the questions that are mentioned here. Children, the passages that are here, the boxes that are here, please do not leave these boxes. I have been reiterating, for your board examinations I am showing you these boxes so you are very clear what are the questions that you really need to deal with. Like, just see, from this box I am reading a question: compare and contrast the changes in India with the pattern that was observed for developed countries. What kind of changes between sectors were desired but did not happen in India? अब सोचो, दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन दैट इज रिलेटेड टू एम्प्लॉयमेंट, लेकिन अगर यही क्वेश्चन आपको एग्जामिनेशन में आ जाएगा, यू वुड बी कन्फ्यूज, ओ माय गॉड व्हाट इज दिस आस्क्ड. किस पैराग्राफ के विथ विच पैसेज what kind of question is being asked, please be very sure about it. Okay children, thank you and all the best to you.